Hello! I'm back! Kind of. I've been away for a while, and I know that, and I feel really bad about it. I'm very sorry. But this video is a bit of an explanation and a bit of an update, because stuff has happened. Good stuff and some bad stuff. So yeah. So first up, I know I've not uploaded to YouTube very much in the last 6 to 8 months, and I was doing the skateboarding series and I was really enjoying it. I've got a bunch of content that was halfway through editing, and then I got COVID again last year, which put me kind of right back, and yeah, put a stop to my skateboarding for a while. Then the weather got bad, and then we got onto 2022. And really what's changed this year is that prior to the pandemic and me getting COVID back in March 2020, I was a really keen cyclist and was really quite fit. And having long COVID for 2 years meant that I couldn't do that. So I turned my attention to streaming and trying to find other outlets for being sociable, meeting people. And what changed this year is that I was really determined to get back on my bike and get out more and try and get rid of long COVID. And I largely succeeded. So I've spent most of this spring and summer out on my bike doing big 3-hour, 4-hour bike rides, using that time that I would normally be streaming to train and get a bit fitter. I've lost about 10 kilos. Feel a lot better about myself, and everything was going great. I had been streaming now and again with Finlay, and had started planning on how to kind of come back more regularly, fit it in with my cycling as well, because I do love streaming, and I need to find a way to balance both of those elements of my life, getting out cycling and streaming and making content on YouTube and Twitch for all of you, and hanging out and just having fun. And it's really tricky. It's a tricky balancing act. Plus, especially when you've got a full-time job as well and a young family to look after, and like loads of other stuff. You know, I want to play games and watch videos and films in my spare time and hang out with my wife. So yeah, it's a tricky balance to get right. And I've not been managing over this year yet, and you know what, that's okay. I miss everyone, I miss these chats, but it's important to put family first, put health first, and streaming will always be there. You know, we can always go live again, another day, another week. It's not any of my income, it's not a big priority for me, it's just a bit of fun. It's nice to hang out and speak to folk. So yeah, we were planning to come back, reaching the end of the summer cycling season, when the evenings get a bit darker here in Scotland, so it's harder to get out for longer bike rides. So that's when I would normally turn back to thinking about doing more streams in the evening as well. But sadly, a couple of Sundays ago, I had an incredibly bad accident while riding my bike with the local cycling club. And I broke my back, like properly smashed a vertebrae in my spine. There'll be an x-ray picture up around here, I think. Yeah, so what happened is we were having a really good bike ride. We were aiming for about 80 odd kilometers for the day with the cycling group. There was about 15 of us out. We'd stopped at a brilliant cafe for a snack. I had an amazing strawberry tart at this fruit farm and some coffee. We were going good guns on the way back, and I just misjudged a corner. Slightly downhill, came into the corner. It was on a back road, so it was quite a lot of dust and gravel and dirt from farm machinery on the corner. I sat up to try and take some speed out so I could avoid the horrible bit of the corner, and yeah, ended up just going straight into the grass verge and over the handlebars. Landed really awkwardly, mainly on my shoulder and my face, but that put so much pressure on my spine that it smashed one of the vertebrae. It's called a burst fracture, so it just went pop, And yeah, it's easily the most painful thing that's ever happened to me in my life. We had to get an air ambulance helicopter to come and land and take me to the hospital in Aberdeen. It was an incredibly strange, surreal experience. I don't want to repeat it. I ended up in hospital for a week, having to have surgery. I've got I'll put another image up here. I've got 2 titanium rods holding my back in place, keeping my spine together. And yeah, it's going to be, I have a few months off the bike. I'm signed off work for a couple of weeks. It's going to be a bit of a long recovery. And yeah, I'm very thankful first of all for all the support from my family and my wife especially, who's just been looking after me and making sure I'm not doing anything silly, but also for the support of the emergency services, the cycling club, Peter and my friends in the club who looked after me when I crashed and made sure that the ambulance came and found us, and for the air ambulance and the paramedics who looked after me as well, because they did a fantastic job. It's very challenging circumstances just now as a paramedic. I ended up in an ambulance queue. Once I was transferred to an ambulance at the hospital, I had to sit in an ambulance just outside the hospital for about 4 hours, because there's just not enough beds in hospitals in the UK at the moment. So it's very challenging times. They did a great job. They looked after me really well. And once I was in a ward, the staff were all superb as well. So big shout outs to the NHS. Huge thanks. Didn't cost me a penny. Amazing care, and hopefully I'll make a full recovery. So it's going to take a bit of time. So yeah, that's kind of put things back a little bit, but it means I've got a bit of time to reflect and really plan where we're going in terms of content and how we stream, how we create videos, and what I'm doing as Kadoomed online. So I'm going to use that time wisely and really think about what I want to do. So maybe a bit more wildlife and photography, as well as more food and maybe some cycling content as well. So I was hoping to do some cycling videos. The other thing I'd like to do is for streaming, I'm going to start playing more strategy games, because that's something I'm really keen to do and really enjoy doing. So we're going to do strategy Sundays, where every Sunday we're going to play a different strategy game for our series. We're going to start off with Stellaris once I come back, which I'm just getting my head around at the moment offline, and then we can start a proper campaign on the stream. That would be good fun. And then Splatoon 3 comes out, so we're going to go back to some Splatoon streams. So we are going to start doing some more streams soon, as well as keeping up Fortnite as well, because it's good fun. And yeah, so there's lots of stuff happening, lots of plans. Just been busy and hurt myself really badly. Yay! So if you are out cycling, please wear a helmet. I wouldn't say wearing a helmet saved my life, but it prevented a much more serious injury. I had quite a soft landing, but definitely I landed on my head, so wearing a helmet helped. I just got I was both unlucky and lucky. Unlucky in that it was an awkward landing which put the pressure on the spine. Very lucky that injury didn't result in any long-term neurological damage, and I still retain all the movement in my fingers and toes and legs and stuff. It could have been much, much, much worse very easily, because the fracture was so bad. So yeah, that's my update. I am sorry that we've not been doing much. We will try and do more videos, more content on YouTube and Instagram Reels and TikTok and stuff. If you've got any suggestions and if you'd like to see me do let me know. I'm open to any suggestions or collaborations or working. But other than that, yeah, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye! If you do want to see any more of my stuff, hit like and subscribe down below, and then you'll always be notified when I post stuff. And I've also grown this lovely beard. Let me know in the comments, should the beard stay or go?